the phone camera here. It's on a piece of tape on the stand. I had to rig it up because it only works sideways, and so it will only let me stream vertically. So I had to tape that jewel. So I taped it. That's right. Well, anyway, welcome everyone. I know it's a Halloween Sunday. I know a lot of people have other live streams and like festive, fun Halloween things and pre-scheduled things on Sunday night. I tried to wait as late as I could out of respect for other content creators that I know that like to do things on Sunday night. So I hope that I didn't interfere in anyone else's live stream. If I did, I'm very sorry. And I sincerely mean that. Hey, Jeremiah, what's up, man? Hey, F Kitty, greetings and salutations to you. And welcome to everyone here. Um, tonight is not going to be a whole lot about magic. It'll be some about magic. Hey, Dan, good to see you, brother. But it's really going to be a lot about what's going on in our world. Um, some things that I see coming, some things that I recommend for everyone to be conscious and cognizant of and thinking of. Are we kind of crooked? I guess we're a little crooked, aren't we? This tape is not the best. That's okay though, right? It's working. It's working. I would use my webcam, but I lost my freaking webcam. And the camera on my laptop kind of sucks. So this camera phone is really the best thing going. But how is everyone tonight? By the way, I didn't even ask that. How are all of you? I hope everyone is doing well out there and that you had a good weekend and that you enjoyed some time. Hopefully you had some time to yourself. Um, I know this thing is still crooked, isn't it? Let me try to fix it a little bit. I don't want to be crooked up in this joint. Hold on. On that tape. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it, you know? We might be doing a lot of this kind of thing before too long. Making all kinds of things work, you know what I mean? That's what I think, anyways. Yeah, right. Yeah, and I think that's really, where we're at. We're getting to that. We really are getting to that great reset. We are speeding towards it. That is for sure. And I want everyone, especially everyone that lives in the West, um, in the Western world, and even in Australia too, um, to just be vigilant. To be vigilant where you live, because while the whole world is burning down across the oceans, that is really another big distraction for things that are going to be happening here. And that day will come, and that day will come soon. Um, People are going to be tested to the nth degree. And there's been plenty of people being tested right now, but I'm talking about, we're going to be tested. People that are in this live stream right now probably are going to be tested. And that's a hard truth. And it's not something that I am looking forward to by any means, but it's something that I know has been coming my entire life. And whether you believe in empaths or not, or psychics or not, um, I believe and feel myself to be quite empathic person. Um, it doesn't mean that I always show empathy, but I can feel what's going on. That's for sure. And I can feel the imminent danger. Let's put it that way. And this is different. This is something different than I have ever felt before. Um, and I don't want to be a fear monger. And I know people don't like to talk about stuff like this. This is hard stuff to talk about. But this is reality. And reality is a mother effer, especially right now. Like, it is seriously important that you take what I'm saying seriously. I hope that you will. If nothing happens, then oh, whoop-de-doo then, okay? No big deal. But if something does go down, then you want to be ready and you want to be prepared. Like, take some of that extra money or sell some things, whatever you got to do to get some food and to get some water and to get some preparations in place. Don't be an idiot. Okay? Like, take this seriously. The You realize that if you live in the United States, that the grid, our electrical grid, is old, it's outdated, and it is very, very vulnerable. And it could go down very easily. And that really and truly will be the first thing that, or one of the first few things that could happen. Um, and these things are already planned, okay? So just so that you understand that I don't believe that any of us are safe anymore. We believe that we have governments that are looking out for our best interest, and that if something did happen, they would be there to help us out. That's not the case. Okay? Everyone is has to look out for everyone. You know, you got to look out for you. I got to look out for me. Hopefully, people will be neighborly and they'll help each other out. But when this shit goes down, when scarcity is a real thing, okay, so look, check it out. If the grid did go down, meaning no electricity, wherever you live in your nice little town, all the food, all the water, and everything is going to be gone. And I mean gone in like a day or two, right? Anything that's left, you're going to have to go out there under martial law and you're going to have to like kill people for it, or they're going to kill you for it. Okay? So it is important that you have some things because you don't want to have to go out there. Okay? Like going out there is going to be like the craziest movie that you've ever seen, but it's going to be right outside the window. And I like again, I hope that this day never comes, but I can feel it more and more. And I'm just looking back on the years, on all the weird things that have happened, all the strange things that have just kind of made you go, like, what is that all about? What is this all about? Why would they do that? Why would they do this? All setting the stage for what is about to come. Every little single bit of it, because they're all in it together. There is no division. It's already a one world government. It's already a new world order. They're already chopping it up, busting it up, thinning it out, and they're all getting rich in the process. You know that they're all buying up all the stock in these munitions companies that are making all of these gadgets and machinery of war. They're sitting back smoking cigars, loving it up, watching their bank accounts get fatter, the herd gets thinned out, and it's entertaining to watch too, I guess, for them. but that is like the actual reality of it. Some things that we have to watch out for. Right now, the United States, we're in two conflicts now, right? We're basically in the Ukrainian war by proxy. We are dropping bombs in Syria now. We're backing Israel. We've got some Marines on the ground doing training exercises. That's going to escalate. Okay. You know who? Our friends China over there. They know now's the time to go for Taiwan, right? Absolutely. They've been waiting for that time. It's the perfect time. If they do that, what are we going to do? Now we're going to have three things going on. That's what's going to happen, man. God forbid that India gets upset with us. They get into cahoots with China and Russia. Then what? Then what? Who's so big and bad now? And we're just sitting over here. We just want peace. We just want to live our lives. We got tons of homeless people and bullshit and everything else going on over here. Like, a lot of us are, having a hard time. A lot of Americans, a lot of people in the West, a lot of people in other countries, and, you know, Australia and Great Britain too. Like, any of y'all that are there, over there, there's going to be things going down in both of those places too. Like, our border's been open now for the past 3 years by design, letting them in. They are here. They're here. They're here. They've been here, getting it all staged up. It's scary. It is scary. But it's something that apparently needs to happen for this old world to fall away, for this new world to emerge. I'm just kind of at a point of where, like, I just really don't know what to think about it or how to feel about it. And there's like so many people that are just like not taking anything or any of this seriously at all. And that's your prerogative, I guess, if you don't, and if you think that this is going to be something that will just blow over. This is really what I've been talking about for the past few years. Like, that time, those times, we are here. We are here now. It's really important right about now, not only to like prepare yourself and get yourself ready, get your family ready, figure out exactly what you would do, how you would do it, and what that would look like, but also just to prepare yourself spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Like, you're going to need to be guided by your intuition, and your discernment will be more important than it has ever been before. Because a lot of us may be called upon to make split second choices and decisions of people's character. There could be a life or death situation, life or death moment. You're going to have to decide and know right then and there. Your intuition is going to be key. So spending some time alone each and every day in your own energy, Turn off the television, turn everything, all the distractions off, get away from everybody else, and sit with yourself, sit with your energy. I've been doing that a lot the past few days, especially. And it's vital that you do this. Another thing that I would really suggest to each and every one of you is to like seriously prepare yourself and get used to going without like I literally I eat 2 times a day sometimes, but most of the time I eat 1 time a day. And that's been happening for quite a while now. Now there's days where I will eat 3 meals, don't get me wrong, but I've known for like the last 6 months to a year especially that I have been getting prepared for something. And I wasn't exactly sure what, but it's been making more and more sense to me now that we've been moving into the times that we are moving into with food shortages on top of cataclysmic wars everywhere. That if things did get hard here, you'd have to get used to living on rations real quick. So, fasting right now will also help not only get you prepared for being able to see that you can sustain, you'll be totally fine and you can sustain yourself with much less, that you really don't need everything that you put in your body every single day. You don't. None of us ever did. And we still don't. We'll probably still continue to do it if it's there for us to have it, but you don't need it. You don't. Um, so I would do that. That's like a wise thing to get used to because it won't be such a shock when that time comes if you can get used to it now. Um, and I would certainly too, recommend like make good use of your time. Make sure that you're doing things that are worthy, worthwhile, that you're not just wasting the precious time that you do have. And I'm not saying the world's going to end tomorrow. It's not. Okay? It's not. I am saying, though, that the world as you know it could change quite a bit in the blink of an eye. That's a good possibility. That's a high probability. So I would suggest do things that are going to prepare you, strengthen you, body, mind, and spirit. And, I'm not a perfect example of those things by any means. As you play video games, watch you be. I know, hey, I know. I know really and truly, like, not many of us are going to take these things seriously until the shit hits the fan. And that's human nature. That's our culture. And it's. It is what it is, though, right? It's true, though. It's true. Um, Even though I pretty much know these things, like I'm still going to be shocked when it actually happens. Be like, damn, like fuck, like holy fuck. But you know, Lucifer especially, he's been speaking to me so much, especially since June, and he was quiet. He was really quiet before then, but he's been very prevalent since that time. And I know through my relationship with him that something is coming. Yeah, Chameleon, hey, what's up, magical poltergeist? Hey. But yeah, Chameleon said, regardless of how things go, the old world and what we know will be gone. It's a part of the process. In order for the new world to take form, the old world needs to be demolished. And that's absolutely true. Um, and it's it's the tower in the tarot. Like that's it's absolutely the tower card in the tarot. And It doesn't have to be a negative thing, but it's all part of this human experience. I mean, I believe that all of us now have chosen to be here, living on Earth, this time, this place, wherever you are, right here, right now. It's your destiny to be here. So we all have an important role to play. Like, I do believe that we are all we are in a spiritual renaissance period right now. And we are all leveling up and we are all becoming greater. And there are latent powers that are laying dormant within each and every one of us that are going to become more activated as everything unfolds. Because they've been doing everything that they can to dull down those senses, to ensure that those latent abilities never did uh, come to surface within us so that we could utilize them and we could use them. That's what they've always been so afraid of. And we are beginning to wake up. We are beginning to see through their illusion. But this false light matrix, this world, this lie, because, like, let's face it, that's, if you sum it up and boil it down, condense it down, we're living in a lie. We're living in a realm where lies are glorified. I mean, look at this. Like, I'm really afraid of a future. Really, it's not even the future because we're really already here, where you can't even believe your own eyes. You can't even believe what it is that you're perceiving is actually what it is that you're looking at. We live in a world where your likeness could be put on a video doing some heinous crime that would be admissible in court, and they could put your ass away forever. That's the world that we live in. But how is that possible? How could anything like that be admissible in court if it could be manufactured on a computer? What? But cameras are everywhere now, and they're going to be everywhere. What's up, Behemoth X? What's up, brother? I know that I know that you know everything that I'm talking about. Um, I've read in between the lines of probably the last 5 videos that you've made. I study each and every one of them very closely. Um, and I watched them several times. Um, and I have, I think, connected with you and Abaddon in such a way that I could see what you were seeing, and I know that you know. And yeah, it sucks. It sucks. But I will say that there is a reason that each and every one of you are incarnated here on this earth, right here, right now, as a major representative of your ancestral bloodline. Like, think about that. Like, the spiritual realms, they know everything that's going to go down. They know what's going to happen. Yes, we can alter reality, we can change things on the timeline and all that, but the main storyline, there is a main storyline. And think about how special and badass you are to be here right here, right now, as a representative of your bloodline that goes all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to the beginning, and yet here you are. Here you are, the chosen one, the chosen one for your ancestral bloodline to be here as a representative in the fucking apocalypse. Yes, that is important. That is substantial. That is something for each and every one of you to like really sit and understand for a minute how important and how precious you are. How important it is and how like it is. It's a big deal that you're here. But you know, like what is it that we're all like holding on to like so tightly, you know, like this world is beautiful, but at the same time this world is bullshit, you know, like I don't feel like I belong here. I never have. I'm ready for something. I don't want to say better. I love this life. I love my children, you know, like I love all of the people in my life, but I know that they are only here temporarily as well as I am. You know, and there's a good possibility that like all of this is going down the way that it is because we know that we must crack open that firmament once and for all to be able to bust out of this place. Maybe someone higher up there orchestrating all of this craziness knows that. Maybe we are and have just been getting recycled over and over and over. I kind of feel like I've been here a million times and I'm, you know, I've kind of worn out my welcome, you know. I don't want to be recycled again, that's for sure. I'm ready for Jupiter. I'm ready for Venus. I'm ready for Mars, baby. Like Earth is a rough one. And from what I understand, Earth is the most difficult realm to have ever incarnated into, especially in this time. Earth at this time, both of those things, like, yeah, you're an intergalactic rock star. But I kind of believe that, you know, that there may not necessarily be outer space, that may all be water up there and there's water below as well, and I think that most of our aliens are probably coming out of the ocean and out of the mountains, most likely. Or there's an opening in the firmament of some sort, but I kind of feel like there's most likely a firmament. All of the ancient mystics knew, like all of the ancient pantheons, they were all describing a firmament. So they were right pretty much about every fucking thing else. So um, I kind of think that they were hitting on that one too. Love's going to go a long way right now. Try to find that love in your heart for your fellow man, for your brothers and your sisters, and your animals, of course. Yes. Um, I definitely, I don't know. I don't know what is going to go down or what exactly is going to happen. But I do know that the world that we knew is exactly that. It's the world that we knew. And that before it gets better, it's going to get really fucking ugly. This place where I live, people kill each other. People are killing each other right outside my bedroom window all the time. And it's just another normal day. Imagine what it's going to be like once that power goes out. Imagine what it's going to be like once that supermarket ain't got no more food. Imagine what it's going to be like when you can't call 911 and get somebody over here to help you because there ain't one. Just imagine that for a minute and think, like, what would I do? What do I have in my house right now? Take an inventory, take stock of that. What do you need to get? Okay, make a list and get those things. Don't be a dumbass. Don't wait until the fucking sky is falling to be like try to go to Walmart then and get all the shit you're gonna need. Because you probably won't even get there. You'll probably die on the way, you know? So, like, it's really important that you get some things that you need and have it in your house. I was raised as a Mormon for a long time. Those people got it right, and having a 2 year supply of food and water and things to like secure your home with and shit, like they have that stuff all the time. No questions asked. That's smart. That's smart. That's been smart. That has always been the case, and that will always be the case, regardless of what the fuck is going on with like wars and shit like that. Our society is too fucking fragile for people to be not having food in their fucking house and to be like taken for granted they can just go up the street to the store any old goddamn time and get what they need. That's stupid. It really is. I'm sorry. And I'm not saying that I have as much as I need, but I got quite a little bit. And I really suggest that y'all do it. And I'm not saying this like up on some high horse. I'm just saying it because I care and I love you. And like, I don't want you to be caught with your pants down, not having what you need. Like, do y'all realize what's going on in China right now? Like, people in China right now, they're under a crazy lockdown of this new, I can't even say it on here, but they're on a lockdown. They've been on a lockdown for like 2 weeks. And there are people that are in their homes that are literally starving to death because if they go outside, there's drone dogs and drones flying around making them go back in the house. You don't think that shit ain't gonna come here, sonny boy? Yes, it will. And it is. And that's crazy, okay? And they didn't even really give those people a chance to get anything that they needed. They just locked them down. They locked them down, locked them in. They're starving to death in their own homes. So, all of those things that start in the east, they always make their way over here to the west. Like, seriously. So, like, it's best not to sit and wait for the tidal wave to come and crash over you. Yeah, there you go. Some solar panels, some candles, water filtration. That's what I'm ordering tomorrow. I'm getting some kind of like portable water filtration straws and filters and stuff for filtering water. Um, That was the one thing on The Walking Dead that used to always get me, man. I was like, God damn, these motherfuckers are out like backpack hiking and all that crap for like miles and miles, and they never really had a bunch of water with them. Like you would have to be carrying a bunch of water, and they never had any water, so like that ain't even realistic. But could you imagine how much water you'd have to be toting around? Yeah, and I'm going to be stocking up on some ammunition as well. Most of you, if you want to get what is it, 5.56 for like AR-15s and whatnot, that's already not available for private sales in many states because we're sending it all over there to Israel. And that's kind of funny too. It's kind of like they are. That's a good excuse to limit private access. Yeah, arrows, and that's what I'm saying too, man. Arrows and swords and machetes and spears. I mean, it's all going to come down to that anyway, at some point or another. Um, but it's just going to be a hard thing, man. It's going to be a hard thing. Communication is going to be fucked. It's going to be hard to know what to do and who to trust. Like I'm already thinking to myself like, okay, let's say some shit did go down and they were coming around and they were saying, "Yo, grab your family and you're going to go to this place where you're going to be safe." Really? Hmm. So you want me to not bring my guns or any of my stuff and just come with you, and we're going to go to a place where we're going to be safe because you're the government and that's what you're telling me. Like, that is that right there, that right there is going to be a pivotal moment, right? That's going to be the pivotal moment right there. That's going to be a big thing of what people are going to decide to do. Like, what are you going to do in that moment when you're faced with that? Like, do you really think that we can trust that? Are they really taking us to a place where we're going to be safe? I don't know. All right, and that's a thing. That's like a situation that I have like seen coming, and I have like had nightmares about for like the past like 6 or 7 years, like an ultimatum like that. And I think it's going to come to that. And like you're really going to have to know what you're going to do in that moment, because like I know for a fact that, well, I don't know for a fact, but I heard through the grapevine, say it like that. I had heard that there's National Guard troops that are like training like crazy all over the country right now, and they ain't going overseas. They are training for civil unrest because that it will be going down. Like I was talking about like a month or so ago, like civil war type of shit. Like all that crap will be happening when all this is happening. Like when the shit goes bad, the shit gets worse. And it's going to be all split up and chopped up and uh, zoned off. It's going to be crazy, and so I don't really know what I will do in that situation. Like I would definitely say, like anyone that lives in big cities, like you definitely need to be careful and you definitely need to be vigilant. You wouldn't catch my ass living in there right now, that's for sure. And you know, I would like to get out rural, like as rural as possible is best. That's for sure. The biggest cities in the country, I definitely worry for them right now. Yeah, like exactly. After that Maui thing, I mean, come on, dude. Like that, it was crazy. That was crazy. And there's like tons of people that don't even know about that still. They have no idea. You know, like I really have to chalk it up to that, like I have to understand that people on this live stream, like you're able to see things clearly. You're able to see through the bullshit, right? Your third eye is open. And for most people that we're dealing with out here in the public, and that could even be a lot of your family and your loved ones and people that you work with, I'm not saying they're ignorant, but their head is in the sand and they literally don't see it. They do not see it. How they don't fucking see it, I fucking don't fucking know. Like I am like, are you fucking for real? But they are for real. Like they don't get it, dude. And uh I have to kind of feel like maybe it's just because they're scared. I think a lot of them are just so fucking scared that like they are just in denial about everything. Um, and I'll have to admit, like this was like last night. Um, like I have had a few moments, like last night being one of them, like thinking about this stuff and like meditating on these things where like I'm like legitimately afraid. Um, and I have not gotten to that point until now. Um, Even with like everything, like even with all the psychic visions that I get, even with like everything that I've seen coming for like a few years now, and like y'all, those of y'all that have watched my videos for a length of time, you'll know what I'm talking about. I called out so much of this shit; it's fucking ridiculous. Even though I was seeing it then, I wasn't afraid until now, and I'm just being honest with you. I'm fucking afraid. So, you know, I'm not less of a man to admit that I'm scared, but I'm scared. Okay, and I'm scared for all of us. Legitimately afraid. Um, and I hate to fucking say that because I'm right a lot, and I don't like that. I hate that, especially in this situation. I hate that. So, you know, I hope that this is one of the times that I'm wrong. So fucking much. I hope so. Like, fuck. This is not a world that, uh, this is not, it's just not a world that I ever really, really thought that I would be living in, but it is going to happen. When is it going to happen? It's not going to happen this weekend or tomorrow. It's going to be building. Um, I would say that I feel that by April, that it quite possibly our entire realities could be like turned upside down. Um, Definitely by April, I do see like some pretty major things happening. At least two major things happening in the West, whether that is all in the U.S. or either Great Britain and the U.S. Um, before New Year's. And these are things, again, these have been planned for years as well. This isn't something that's just been going to pop up. This isn't something that there is like that is something that they're just putting together now that they're going to unleash then. It's all been planned out. It's all ready, all in order and in line, and it's just got to be executed and carried out. And a lot of these things aren't going to be intercepted because they were all by design and planned with everyone on the same team. There isn't really any us against them anymore. It's actually like us as like citizens against a one world government. And with that, when all of these things change, all this shit gets going, like I do worry about a lot of these witches too. A lot of us witches, I do feel that there's going to be more persecution for that too. There's going to be a lot of that because shit's going to get biblical. Okay? Whether it's actually biblical or not, it's going to appear to be biblical, and a lot of us are going to be blamed for this shit. And there's going to be a lot of unfair things done to a lot of different people. That ain't nothing new, but it's going to be on a larger scale as well, and that sucks. Aw, I understand, Chameleon. I've got 3 daughters myself, man, and that's my freaking. That's that's like all I care about too. And we can only do what we can do. We can only do what we can do. What we know, that is magic. So you can definitely lean on your magic, work your magic, build yourself up, body, mind, and soul. Like, this wasn't a live stream to like get people depressed and get people scared as much as just to make people aware. And that if this is like some of the like last precious moments that some of us could have, and when I say moments, I can mean years, like, how you gonna live them? I wouldn't keep just doing the same old bullshit. What's up, Jaquan? Well, the Spirit's opinions on current events are, from my perspective, pretty much exactly everything that I'm talking about. That it's gonna get pretty dark. At least that's the gnosis that I am receiving, and which is why I am preparing the way that I am. It is a good idea to get yourself in shape, that's for sure, man. Ha ha ha, Cthulhu may rise, may the stars align. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah, Biden did say he would have a dark winter, and that would be something, wouldn't it? Um, and I hope that he doesn't mean by that, the grid actually going down. That would suck. But I also do not believe that there will be another election, which is another reason for us going to war. It's pretty convenient. And that's why I say that everything happens at the right time. Everything happens when it needs to happen. It just kind of seems like ironic, doesn't it? No. It's kind of getting too fucking obvious now. Like, seriously. Oh, God. Haha. You don't need to do that. I know there's a lot of people that are going to make fun of what I'm saying and say that I am just being stupid and saying this and that and everything else. And you know what? I hope so. I hope that I am just being an idiot. That will be great. I hope that I'm just being crazy. That's a possibility. It's always a possibility, isn't it? But oh, Jaquan, yeah, no. I am absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I have a few succubi. Thanks, Aaron. You're awesome too, dude. You know, maybe this is just what we all need to make life exciting and worth living, right? Hmm. Nothing like facing imminent death to make you feel alive, huh? Hmm. I just think it's kind of weird to like a lot of weird synchronicities. Um, there's been a lot of people just that I know here recently that have been having like firsthand experiences with death, with like witnessing other people dying and whatnot. And it's just like strange to me. And I was thinking about it and I was like, wow, like, what if a lot of those things are happening for those people because it is kind of like getting them ready. You know, you can see these things happen in movies. You can see these things happen on the news, but it's totally different until once you see it go down in real life right in front of you. It's a totally different thing. I've experienced it several times and it sucks. But I do feel that we are being prepared for that. And a lot of you may see some things that you don't want to see here soon, preparing you for some things that you're going to be seeing on a grander scale. Quite possibly. Quite possibly. But what I would say right now, thanks, brah. Appreciate that. Avoids Pikes, man. Appreciate that super chat, brother. Yeah, man. Like, so this stream tonight, really, y'all, was just to invite everyone to spend some time alone in meditation, get out in nature, focus on your shadow work, focus on your healing, focusing on strengthening yourself, focusing on good nutrition, focusing on eating less and doing with less. I would do that. Fasting every now and again is good for you, and it fucking makes you feel great too, by the way. So there's no harm in that. But like, just get prepared, you know, have some things at the house that you need, have some water, have some food, have some batteries, have those things. Now, I wouldn't say this if I didn't like feel that it is important that you do so. Like, I'm not on here trying to look like some kind of prepper fucking hillbilly dude just like do 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 do. Like, no, it ain't like that. Those people are smart, man. Those people are fucking smart. You know, like they are, because we're really, we all like just like our cultures have set us up to be this way, to be absolutely reliant, and we're going to end up becoming absolutely reliant, and that's what they want, and we can't have that. We can't have that, because then they will own us, body, mind, and soul, entirely, and that is like what they are trying to push us to. We can't let that shit happen. Anyway, I love you all. Blessings to you. Lucifer's blessings to you. Smell my face, smell it good. Anyone that is new here, welcome. Please subscribe to the channel. Please give this video thumbs up. And I love you all, and you're awesome. And I hope you go and get some shit and prepare. Leave a comment in the comments below if you went out and you got a jug of water and some food. And any of y'all that want to leave some smart alecky comments in there that you went out and got this and that and whatever, just to be a smart ass, you can do that too. That's cool. I'll like it. I'll love it. Whatever. Love you guys. See ya. Bye.